3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you so much for coming by. February 5th, 2018. It's around 7:30 Eastern Time, and the markets are continuing their downtrend. And can I just say how much more fun these videos are when there is an uptrend and we are cruising at like 30%, 40%, 50% gains. It's exhausting watching this market, but at the same time, it's kind of exciting because there is opportunity here, and I'm going to get into that a little bit. But really, I wanted to focus, I still have this chart up here for Litecoin from the other day. We can take a glance at Bitcoin. This is the long-term Bitcoin charts, going back 2013 or so. And the biggest concern I guess I want to throw out there right now is just the fact that we are really, and I guess I'll zoom in for you, but if we zoom in here, we broke the 200 and we broke the 200 EMA, and it's not something that we wanted to see happen, because that's a huge support line on the daily. And I think last time we broke the 200 was, let's see, it's back in 2015 or so, but we had already broken back above it after that 2-year bear trend that we had. Speaking of that bear trend, you can see we broke that 200, and that was kind of the start of that 2-year bear trend. But I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to say we're entering a 2-year bear market, but let's look at Litecoin. I have these support levels from the other day's video. I have these buy zones that I talked about. I'll put a link, so that you can go look at that video. If you haven't, you can see what I was talking about with these buy zones. But what I want to focus in on today is the SEC meeting tomorrow, because it's a big deal in my opinion. Because the big question on everybody's mind is, how long is this going to last? What's going on right here? How long is it going to last? Are we entering, the same type of bear market that we saw in 2013 that lasted a couple years? Is it going to end in March? Is it different this time from previous Januaries when this tends to happen often? And the biggest thing, if we can step away from charts, because this is when charts really, they don't play as big of a role. Obviously, the support areas are important, but news plays a big role in telling the story and getting a grasp and an understanding on market sentiment, because market sentiment is what's going to move the market one way or another. And it also plays a part in how long it's going to take for that to happen. So tomorrow there's a big SEC meeting, and I have some parts highlighted. I just wanted to read to you from CoinDesk. I'll put the link in the description. But Congress is set to hold what may be the most consequential hearing in years on the subject of cryptocurrency, with the heads of the 2 main U.S. financial market regulators in the hot seat. So this is a big story for crypto world, and everybody has their eyes on this right now. So the question is, what are they going to be talking about? So in recent months, 2 agencies have between them filed lawsuits against alleged scams, launch investigations, overseen the launch of Bitcoin futures, issue warnings to investors, and perhaps more broadly, come to terms with a rapidly evolving environment that has, in the words of their leaders, tested the limits of their reach. Government being tested. How will regulations play a part in cryptocurrency world? Well, at least in terms of this meeting, we can really kind of see what the focus is. The focus, I can say from what it looks like, isn't, it doesn't have anything to do with, is Bitcoin going to be banned? Is cryptocurrency going to be banned? It has nothing to do with that. So let's check it out. Overall, a rationalized federal framework may be more effective and efficient in ensuring the integrity of the underlying market. I like where they're going with this. A rationalized federal framework may be more effective and efficient in ensuring the integrity of the underlying market. There is a fine line between cryptocurrency and decentralized currency and, the government getting involved and, putting regulations into place. But where will the integrity of the market come from? Where will, the volatility become less volatile so that cryptocurrency can actually be a thing that is here to stay? And conversations like this happening, I think, are and a lot of people probably disagree with me, I think are a huge step forward in this mass adoption of cryptocurrency. All the money that everybody wants to come into the market, it's going to come in because of things like this, conversations like this happening, you know, terms being defined, because otherwise it's going to always be that black area, that shady area of, you know, cryptocurrency, right? So there's been a frenzy of ICOs, a lot of crazy scams and weird stuff alongside serious projects and significant money invested. This is what sparked the hearing. So there you go. That's what sparked the hearing, the shady ICOs. Now and this plays the part in the conversation and the market sentiment and what's going on right now. Weekends being shaken out right now because so many people got into the crypto world and so many people very quickly learned of ICOs. They learned of these penny and pre-penny coins that they could take part in and possibly have 1000% gains. And so many people have been trying to make a quick buck, and so many ICOs have come out of nowhere, these meaningless ICOs that do nothing, and that's what sparked, you know, this conversation. So another issue that may come up in the hearing is the regulatory treatment of token sales, particularly when the token being sold to raise funds for a project is supposed to be useful in the network that will eventually be built. But likewise, he said the regulatory community needs to be careful not to assume that just because a token is the object of an investment scheme, that is necessarily a security itself. So they're going to be talking about how to identify securities within the space, what makes it a security, what makes it not. So this is good news because we want a lack of scams, right? In this marketplace. We want cryptocurrency to be taken seriously. And the only way for that to happen is to have serious discussions. And that does include, you know, discussions like the one happening tomorrow with the SEC. And I think it's a good thing. And, you know, I mentioned in a video, I forget when I did it a couple of days ago, that I'm bullish on this meeting because I think it's going to vindicate, the continued conversation is going to continue to vindicate cryptocurrency in general. And that is a huge step forward in the mass adoption of cryptocurrency. So these are things that have not been working. These are things that have not been in the works, you know, when we entered a bear market in 2013. And that's something extremely important to keep in mind. We're in a way different area right now in terms of, if you just look at the chart, we are not back here anymore. You know, SEC wasn't having meetings about cryptocurrency back there like it is now. Right now, obviously, a lot has gone on in this downtrend that we're in, and the question is, how long will it last? So I want to end this video just by looking at this awesome post I just saw on the Bitcoin subreddit. It's just a great post because it's beautifully outlined, very organized, and it was just posted a few days ago. Bitcoin has spectacularly died several times. And this is talking about all the times it has, you know, gone down. 94% Mt. Gox hack, 36% June 2012, 79% 2013, 87% from 2013 to 2015, and you know, the list goes on. I'll put the link in the description. And this, you know, this post says, "I've held through all the crashes. Who's laughing now? Not the panic sellers." You know, and he's just talking about the opportunity that is here right now because cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, you know, specifically him talking about Bitcoin is at a discount. And I just generally agree. It's at a discount, and Litecoin also at a discount. That's not to say that we won't be at even a larger discount soon. I mean, we can take the price range from top to where this bottom was just a little bit ago. I mean, we're at like 76% right there. That's huge. If we go down to, what's this, the 80 level, that's 80%. 50, that's 88%. These are realistic numbers. I just think if we do hit these levels, it's not gonna last very long. There's a lot of smart money on the side right now that realizes that cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, and these prices are discount prices. So it's important to continue to help tell the story of what's going on in the market right now, to understand market sentiment. And we tell that story by just looking at what is going on, which is tomorrow, an SEC meeting and other things that we should keep a close eye on. So those are just my thoughts. Tomorrow's a big day in my opinion, February 6th SEC meeting. So keep an eye on it and keep an eye on Litecoin and get ready. Get ready to buy if you are looking to enter and get some good prices. That's not advice, that's just my opinion. That's what I'm doing. You can check out my video I did on this the other day and let me know what you think about tomorrow's SEC meeting. Let me know what you think. How long will this market last? I'm not gonna sit here and even guess how long, but who knows? So let me know what you think, if you agree, disagree, my thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.